Welcome, Survivor! This video will show you how to handle combat in the game of Stygmata. In this instance, against a blue Ashigaru. The first thing that is convenient for players of Eden is that you can use the cards from that game to represent non-playable characters in the game of Stygmata. The stats you find on your character's sheets are found on the card in the same way. HPs are just represented by the boxes. As a drone, the blue Ashigaru is never wounded and does not have different colored boxes or dice to use. It is as always operational until wrecked and won't stop until it is destroyed. The blue Ashigaru has full plate armor, giving it an armor value of 2. Every time you roll to strike it, it will cancel 2 of the successes rolled. You will need at least 3 successes to inflict 1 damage point. 3 action cards are chosen among 6 in your pile. Each player will place the selected action cards face down in the order they chose to resolve these actions during a game phase. Each game phase allows for 3 actions to be played. This allows players to bluff and deceive both the game master and other players if needed. For example, you can choose the card of free action to run away from combat when your party was expecting you to give the final blow. Stygmatas are sometimes too strong for characters to resist. Of course, there is a mechanism that allows for cards to be switched during the action phase. It comes with a price. The player will resolve these actions with less dice than he originally planned for. The combat is solved in order of initiative, determined by the swiftness of each character. The drone will activate first. Each player resolves 1 action at a time, in order of initiative, until no action is left to be done. Everyone chose a fast attack card as their first card. The Ashigaru will strike first. The drone identifies the biggest threat in Siegfried. The Game Master rolls 4 dice as the drone attack value is 4. It's a total failure. The Ashigaru glares at its sword without any emotion and braces for the impact coming from Siegfried, who has the second highest initiative. With a value of 7, the value of melee combat, he rolls 4 successes. The Ashigaru has an armor value of 2 and deflects 2 damages, taking 2 and still having 10 HPs left. Solomon also has 7 dice to roll. He rolls a critical roll, guaranteeing to damage the Ashigaru for at least 5 HPs, despite the armor. With this high roll, Solomon went beyond the endurance value of the Ashigaru. This guarantees a critical wound or effect. The player rolls for the localization of the impact and hits the legs. The poor Ashigaru will spend the next turn standing up, unable to make any action. Prometheus rolls 3 successes, giving 1 more damage. The second action card is revealed. The Ashigaru withdraws its card as he was knocked down and must spend this action standing up. No defense card for him. Siegfried chose a normal attack, as he made a fast attack on the previous action. He loses 1 die on this roll for a total of 6. Failure. Solomon chooses a brutal attack. That costs an additional action. This means he will not activate his 3rd action card. In exchange for this sacrifice, he will do an additional damage if he rolls at least 1 success. On the previous action, he chose fast attack also. He rolls 6 dice instead of 7. 5 successes will terminate the drone with a magnificent geyser of sparkles and oil as the 2-handed blade slices the blue Ashigaru into 2 perfectly equal parts.